Someone Keeps Moving My Chair. This is one of the more forgettable songs on the album, in my opinion. When I would list these off in my head, I wouldn't really think of this really initially or really later. It would be kind of a weird deal with that. So yeah. Number 11, Hearing Aid. This is a really, really good song about, again, these are all my interpretations or interpretations that I read on the internet that I agreed with. This is about an old man who's just cranky and fed up with the world, so he turns off his hearing aids so he doesn't have to listen to anybody. And okay, number 12 is probably the most random song on here, but I laugh out loud every single time I hear this song because I just think it's so hilarious. The only lyrics in it are minimum wage. Seriously, a guy says it when he sings it in this like really with much gusto in the beginning. Then he goes yeah, and then you have a little instrumental for like 45 seconds, and then it's over. And it's just the most random thing ever, and I just laugh every single time. Track 13, Letterbox. This actually is a very, very good song. I think it's one of the standouts of the album. It was never as mainstream as Birdhouse in Your Soul or Istanbul, Not Constantinople, and not a lot of people will recognize it who haven't listened to the album, but it's really good. And every single time I listen to the album now, after having heard it dozens of times, this is definitely one of the songs that even if I'm like working on the computer while I'm listening to like my iPod, I'll suddenly just stop and I'll be listening and more immersed in the song. Whistling in the Dark. This is a great song. It's a really fun song about individuality and making people kind of feel better about their individuality without kind of rubbing it in your face in kind of a Mr. Rogers kind of way, where it's kind of like, oh, it's okay to be yourself, it's okay to be special, it's okay to... Instead, it's just kind of a stupid little way to say it, but it still gives you the same message without trying to be all touchy-feely about it. And I thought it was great. Hot Shot. Another good song. If it weren't on this album, I probably wouldn't listen to it that much because it's kind of... It's still like all the other ones where it's a funny original song, but it's a lot more kind of throwaway than the other ones, I would say, because it's a minute and a half, so it doesn't have long enough to really build up the joke, and the joke isn't really that funny in the beginning anyway. It's just kind of something that went missing, and they don't really tell you what it is, and so they sing about it, and the tune is kind of recycled from some earlier tracks in the album. So that's the one that I'm kind of on the fence about on that. Women and Men, I think, is actually, whereas a lot of the other songs are supposed to be funny and make you laugh and have kind of quirky sounds to them, Women and Men, I think, still has a quirky off sound to it, but the sound is actually very pleasing, where it could be something that you would play at, like, a wedding reception or something. I mean, obviously not. I mean, that's kind of where it's not super formal. I don't know. I would play a lot of stuff that wouldn't really be considered good for a wedding reception at my wedding reception anyway. But this one, I think, it just, I don't know, it fits in with the alternative genre, and it's just a really nice kind of sounding song that somebody who isn't into the alternative music scene could appreciate. That's how I'll say that. Sapphire Bullets of Love, I think, is a good song. Since it's later in the album, I always feel that the later songs in an album, especially long albums like this where they're 19 tracks long, the later tracks either have noticeably less effort put into them, or you're kinda out of the mood that you were in at the beginning of the album. Whereas like even like a Pink Floyd just 5-song album, but it's 45 minutes long, you can still kind of stay in that same mood that you were in. They Might Be Giants Flood kind of, I mean, it keeps in the same mood, obviously, but since it's so many tracks, I don't know. Sapphire Bullets of Love, if I listen to it on its own, I might have a different opinion of it, but for right now, I just think it's not amazing. They Might Be Giants, I really like the, They Might Be Giants song. It still doesn't really explain why they're called They Might Be Giants, and really, the only lyrics are, hold on, or hang on tight, and then it goes, they might be giants, and then it goes on like that for a while. And finally, the last song on here is a really, really slow song. It's actually kind of, I haven't really listened to the lyrics very closely, because usually when I'm listening to this song, I just kind of listen to the music instead of the lyrics. And it's a really, from the music, I'm sure if I listen to the lyrics it might seem a little bit more nonsensical, but it sounds like a really profound, really slow, nice song, and it's great. Road Movie to Berlin, I don't understand what that title means, and you probably don't either, it's really good. I love it. If I know, like, along the way I've said stand out track. This, though it doesn't really fit in with the theme of Flood, I will say that it doesn't fit in with Flood, and it feels kind of weird that they would end the album like this, but it's so good. I've really overhyped this, and you might go into it and be a little bit disappointed. But that's the end of my review for They Might Be Giants Flood. I hope you liked that. If you did, just leave a comment down in the comments section telling me what I can do to improve future installments of the series, what albums I might do. Do keep in mind that right now, as in at the time of this recording, I'm going to be recording a couple more episodes, so for the next couple of weeks this will probably be those. My movie reviews, I'm going to finish off the last little batch. I film in big, huge batches so that I'm prepared for the next, 2 months or whatever. And with my movie reviews, I only get for 1 month because I couldn't really think of anything else to do beyond that. And since I want to do more negative reviews, and I can't really think of any bad movies that I haven't already seen, and I don't want to watch a bad movie on purpose and then review it, because then I'll just go into it in the mindset that it's going to be a bad movie. So after I finish off that batch, movie reviews are probably going to be done for a while, and this will probably take their place. If and when movie reviews come back, or during the little transition period while movie reviews are still here, it'll be comics on Mondays, movies on Tuesdays, and this on Wednesdays. I hope you, again, just leave comments in the comment section discussing that. I know you've sat here for 20 minutes listening to this long review of this album that you're thinking, hey, what is this They Might Be Giants thing? But definitely check it out. Sorry for rambling here. And be sure to comment on my channel page about things that you'd like to see from the channel, because I am going through a lot of changes with the channel right now since I just started school again, and it's kind of harder to keep it updated so much. And the weekends, this Labor Day weekend, I'm not going to be able to record very much. So what kind of stuff would you want to see? Oh, also, I would like to point out that Labor Day may or may not have a comic review. I know I gypped you guys this week. That Bone Part 3 I haven't read yet. I'm gonna knock that out. Maybe on the Labor Day trip, maybe not. I don't know yet. It's really just kind of jumbled up right now. Expect a comic review tomorrow, Wednesday 9/2, because to make up for yesterday. And it'll be on in the afternoon PST. So expect it around 7 o'clock EST, Wednesday 9/2, which is the American date system. So month, day, not day, month. So no, I'm not going away until February. Okay, see you later.